Okay, I've got my reference picture here, which is a stag beetle, and I have got here, I've already drawn it out. You can see I've got a line down the centre for symmetry so that I can so I've balanced it equally on both sides. So it's a mirror image from one side to the other, making it equal distance apart from the centre out, looking at distances from the centre so that they're equal and lined up horizontally as well. Okay, I've got my equipment ready. I've got rubber, a sharp 4B pencil. I won't be using that for a while yet, and a 2B pencil here, 2B pencil, and a sharpener and a little tub for the bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to apply tone to your drawing, and by using various methods really, with the shading techniques and blending techniques. You can use a little cotton bud at some point to smudge it if you want to, but I'm going to try and avoid that until unless I need to, and I can use the rubber to add further highlights if I need to as well. But the first thing I'm going to do is assess and analyse this reference sheet, and I can look at the highlights, which are these light areas here. So I'm going to leave my paper white. I'm not going to apply any tone. I can see there's a little bit of texture there though, and I can do that at the very end. So I'm just going to look for all these darker areas and start to build up the tones very, very gradually. Okay, so I'm going to avoid using, there's a shadow here, I'm not going to apply that yet until the very end, and I'm going to start to apply bits of tone with my 2B pencil. It's very sharp at the moment, and I'm going to keep it that way. And I'm using the pencil on its side, quite slanted. As needed. I've also got some scrap paper so I can protect my work so that I'm not going to smudge it. So I'm just going to start on the left hand side, is better for me because I'm right-handed, so I won't smudge that area. I'm going to slowly just apply little bits of tone. And the way I apply it is I'm kind of like echoing the shape and the contours of the beetles. Shape. I'm not applying any pressure at the moment. I'm being very, very light with the pencil touch, touching the surface of the paper. I don't have to hardly touch it at all really, to be truthful. Now here I'll just finish drawing these bits on so that I know what I'm doing. I've got to decide whether this bit is darker or this bit, and I think this bit behind, and it will push the other bit so that it looks like it's in front. So if I make that darker there, it will make this side and look like it's in front and on top. So I can rub out that guideline, the centre line. I don't need that anymore because I've drawn my beetle. I'm going to take that out for the time being, don't really need it. Okay, and I can see there's a dark area here, so I'm going to be very subtle with that to start with. I might apply later on a little bit of darker tone on it. I'm just working out where the darker areas are for me. And making sure I'm not applying any tone on the light highlighted areas at all. Now I'm going to cross hatch a little bit, so I've gone across in one direction and I'm going to go across in another. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera now onto time lapse so you can see. Now at the moment I haven't got any dark tones yet, but I will start to apply them. As I do, I need to make sure my pencil is really sharp so that the definition is still there for the contours and the shapes of the beetle. And then if I want to, I can make my pencil then vertical, just so I get the point, so it's a little bit narrower, the marks I make on the surface here. Like that. Okay, so I'll just pause it there and then I'll put the time lapse on.